Where do we go from here? Signs. "20 years ago. I'm happy I've been feeling better lately. John gave me a ball. It's a good ball. I can play a lot of bounce ball now. It's more fun to play with everyone, though. John, Kurosu, thank you. You're my best friends," as her 20 years ago. So I guess this is the past for this chapter? Well, the dead hang around for a while. I think they said it was 400 years since the saint last came. "Thank you for getting my ball, Pastor. This ball is super important because Ron gave it to me. Thank you very much." "That sure was nice of the Pastor, huh, Tsubasa?" "Yeah. So what should we play?" "Well, it shouldn't be anything too rough, right? How about ball bouncing?" "Huh? But we can't all do that. Let's pass it around and see who can do it the most in a row. Would that be fun?" Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, I'm gonna win." "Thank you for always looking after our boy. He's so frail. I wish he'd just stay in the house. I always tell him not to cause trouble for people, but it's not trouble. Will you take Tsubasa to a doctor outside the village?" "A doctor? Goodness, no, there's no need for that. We don't have the money to start with, and besides, even if this flesh died, Tsubasa will simply become one of the dead and remain as he is." "Yes, it'll all be solved once the day of the Saint Advent comes anyway." "What are you saying? You just want to ignore how much Tsubasa is suffering now? Even if he dies, it's fine because he won't go away? No! We want to be adults together with him. There's so much we want to do together." "Kurosu, let's go. There's no point in arguing." "Hey, Pastor, what does it feel like to die?" "So it isn't scary then. That's good. Hoping it can be a great dead like you when I die, Pastor." Did we know the Pastor? He didn't actually speak, so is that the guide? Guiding Hamamori? "This village is so awful. It's like time stopped. According to this book, medical science is really advanced in the West. Studying her today too, are we?" "Yeah, why doesn't anyone else read? Learning new things is so neat. I want to see these old traditions like Dad does." "I don't get it. Why doesn't faith reject medicine in the West?" Give it time? Even if you become one of the dead, growing and living is important." "Dead? What is it, Kurosu?" "None of the books I've read have ever talked about the dead, like as people who do stuff. Is their medicine so advanced because they have to save bodies? Because there are no dead?" "Kurosu, what are you saying? That's... Hey! Come on, Kurosu!" "Tsubasa, our little Tsubasa passed on a moment ago." Oh, so that's why he was saying he can't play with his friends anymore. And now, tomorrow, Tsubasa will wake up and join the dead. Zohan. Kurosu, I'm going to modernize the village, end the saint superstition, and bring us into the real world. I want to know more about the real faith of Christ. I want to find the true path. Yeah, let's both grow up to make this village a better place. No, the present. Ever since that day I died, John and Kurosu don't talk to me anymore. So now I'm always lonely by myself. I guess Lady was kind though, and that makes me happy. But I still want to play with John and Kurosu again. I'm still waiting here in our old place for you guys. Hot Spring episode. Oh, man service. Such a good bath. Yeah. How do these baths except at times like these when we know the dead aren't about? Yeah. We absolutely must get rid of that saint today, no matter what. Should we truly exile her? What on earth do you mean? I know we started to dispel Daiusu's village superstitions by modernizing. From how Tachibana has reacted, I can see how unusual the village's faith is. However, the saint's advent has come. Miracles have actually happened. I just don't know anymore. Is it right to exile the saint? So now, of all times, you're saying I'm wrong? Very well then, I won't ask for your help. Those who venture nothing when the time comes gain nothing. Stay here and drift if you wish. Banish the saint. Silent contemplation. Awaiting the blessed day of rapture. Living meanwhile, worry, chaos, fear. Well, last night, I've received a report from the villagers. 13 of the dead are gone, and 13 of the living are now dead. We have to stop this. No kidding. Get rid of her and the village will calm down, right? Either way, let's go find this saint. We need to speak to her directly. Alright. Though, wait. Where's Kurosu? He's had a change of heart. Come, let's go. She's at the kitchen. Well, all my apprentices are gone. Looks like I'll be closing the kitchen. No! Oh no! Please don't give up! Your food is amazing! Local delicacies will be crucial to our plans to modernize the village. Please, try to keep going. Oh, John, please. You don't need to bow to me. I understand. I'll do what I can to keep the pride of Daiusu, the state's kitchen, open. Huh. So he's actually capable of humility. Wonders never cease. Actually. Well, polite people understand that being polite to those who deserve it comes naturally. People like Kurosu. Om nom nom. She's at the well! At last, one of us has gone to heaven! It's no fair that she gets to go first. Meanwhile, elsewhere, 13. 13 more are dead! What do we do? The village is over! Don't be ridiculous. We've handled bad situations before now. We'll be fine. But there's so few of the living or the dead left. Our lives... Damn it. Worry's just breeding more worry. We need to do something. Where? Where is she? I'll find her no matter where she hides. Have we tried the church? I mean, no. There's no one here, it seems. They just started too. Did they abandon their idea? I wonder if they just lacked leadership. The singers are gone then. Say, you can't see the dead, right? So you didn't really understand how much chaos was caused by the saint's arrival, right? I've been living with the dead I can't see since I was a child. You pay close enough attention to the words and actions of the living to figure out what's going on. Though, ultimately, it is a bit like shadow play. You're pretty good at keeping up appearances. You make for a good villain. Don't compare us. The back street with the meat buns. Or maybe the poison mushroom soup. Mr. Saint Bun. Oh, the old coot was raptured away, was he? He was always faithful. He must be happy. There's something under the chair. This is a box of buns? For Hamomoru, it says. Looks like he stocked up a bit. Oh, Mr. Saint Bun. Well, the saint isn't here. How long were those there? The saint? No, I haven't seen her. Anyway, I need to go get some wood, so excuse me. I'm curious. You realize early on that the crane wife had been eaten? Well, all the pieces did line up for the idea, yeah. The saint and crane wife both appearing during a famine, and visitors never leaving the village. And then there was that whole blood of the crane thing. That was just my gut talking. I see. Old stories are often thought of as meaningless, but they're usually influenced by prior events. Even if it's a tragic event, it's remembered in some form, it becomes history of a sort. I see. I suppose that's true. It might be difficult to draw tourists with folktales like these, though. the side streets. Oh yeah, is that guide of yours still here? Huh? Yes, they've been here this whole time. Hmm? So they're dead, right? Can you still talk to them? Of course, we talk all the time. Besides, I've been with them since I came to this village. I know they're trustworthy. They said they have no problem continuing to be responsible for showing us around the village. I don't think we really need to be led around at this point. Actually, though, that brings to mind a question, like... At the start of the game, when Hamamoru arrived, and she was assigned the guide to help her around, I thought it was the mayor, or the village leader, Juon, that told him to do it. Like, that's what I remember, but... If he couldn't even see him, if he didn't actually know he was there, how the hell? Even if you can't become one of the dead, you should still be able to live the life you've been given to the fullest. That's how it works outside Diusu, after all. The saint is a monster. We must force it to leave the village before it drives the village hopelessly mad. I've always had suspicions about the village's beliefs. Nowhere in the Bible is there an account of the dead being erased by a saint. And yet, the villagers go so joyfully to their erasure. The living seek death. Are we authentic? Are the authentic teachings of Christ I sought so dearly important to them at all? Would exiling the saint now be nothing more than an act of self-aggrandizement? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know! Oh, dear Lord. Why is it that outsiders can see the dead, yet I cannot? I learn, and learn, and yet draw no closer to knowing. Tsubasa, are you still there playing, I wonder? Come before me, please. Show me the correct path. So after Tsubasa died, the two of them stopped believing, and so they could never see him, which is why, of course, they stopped playing. Speaking of Tsubasa, damn it, where is she? I feel like we saw her by the water a lot, but if she's not here either, then I don't know. Can we even catch someone who can appear and disappear like this? We need the Ghostbusters. Yeah, it feels kinda inhuman. She must have some place she's operating out of. If we can find that. In the first place, how did she even enter the village? I don't know. She just showed up in front of the chapel at one point. Hey, wait. Didn't you have a bunch of observers all over the village to keep an eye on me? I did. And there's no sign that I heard of that she came in from the outside. If the saint is the crane wife, and she's connected to the village, then maybe it's something in the village itself that causes her to appear? inside the village. That does make some sense. If she died in the village, it'd be strange for her to go elsewhere. In myths and folktales, beings like the saint often rely on a focus of some sort to exist. Like a place or a thing that is deeply connected to them and acts as a kind of catalyst. See? I knew it! It's gotta be the Heavenly Cranestone, right? Stop staring at me. The Cranestone was one of the bloodstained bones of the girl. Wait. Sanguis Gruis. Blood of the crane! On the statue! I get it. So we need to take a look inside the Maria statue then. Hold on. The myth say that anyone who touches the Heavenly Cranestone will be cursed. Oh? So Juan, of all people, is afraid of a little thing like a curse? I don't believe in curses, damn it. It's that I heard about the curse and I don't know what it means. It may be a metaphor for some kind of trap. Which asked my father about it, as much as I hate to. I can't speak to my father. Miss Tachibana, I'm sorry, but I'll have to rely on you. Suzu's father, but... You. Good evening, dear lambs. Singing in houses now, are we? Now you're making it interesting, you thieving little rat. What are you doing to the chief? What? Wait! Blessings upon you. Father! It's happened again. So, my father's gone. Delicious. Huh, acting all cocky. So what, that's a hard day of vanishing people done, and now it's time to pack it in for the Maria statue? Good evening. I tried baiting something out, but she's so emotionless, so expressionless, I don't even know if she even heard me. Joan. I never got along with my father. When he died, I was almost relieved I couldn't see him. Yet, now that he's truly gone, all of a sudden, I don't know what to do. Ugh. Back to the library, before the book lady disappears too. Well, gets consumed. I heard. The chief was raptured away by the saint, right? Yeah. Dora wanted some time to himself, so we split up for the night. Kurosu isn't with him? Kurosu apparently needs some time to think, so he was on his own today. I see. They've been the only allies each has had since they were children. Oh, you clumsy boys. You're worried about them, aren't you? Yes. I suppose I am. Those boys are both important to me. I hope they patch things up soon. Yeah. I'll try to get them to talk tomorrow. Salvation won't come for me while I still have something to worry over, it seems. The crane gives birth to a child of stone, embraced in the heavenly bosom of mercy. That, then, is the heavenly crane stone. Those who reach out to it, become ye as the child of the crane, become its stone, a man no more. Father, I'm going to protect Ayusu in my own way. Those two told me to put off investigating the Maria statue until tomorrow. But this is something I have to check myself before I let outsiders see. Kurosu, once I find the crane stone, we'll talk again, and I'll... Maybe you shouldn't touch it yourself. So, are you there or not? Seems not. Good. Ye who touch the crane heaven stone, turn ye to the rock which is the child of the crane. Ridiculous. I can't modernize the village if a little superstition scares me. I want to put an end to all this saint nonsense. Huh? So, this is it? It's red, I guess, but just as much as if all black. Oh, whatever. If this is your focus, I just need to smash it to bits. Tsubasa, I'm going to free this village of its curse. What is this? Damn it! I have to destroy. Welp. Chapter 4. Signs. End. Does that mean he died, or... That was actually a short chapter compared to the others. I have a little time left here. This story is approaching its end. And will I merely continue watching like this? I came to this village as a missionary. They respected me as a distinguished guest. Or perhaps you could say, a guest, with emphasis. The village's traditions intrigued me. Eventually, I ended up taking note of what happened in people's private lives. Oh, Maria, I had an argument with my fiancé, now she won't speak with me. I just want to apologize. Oh dear, it's time for church service. I'd better go. She wants to apologize? But I don't want to. Well, I'll hear him out. I dropped my knife and I haven't the foggiest notion of... What? On my chair in the garden? Really? You made amends. Thank you. What's there? Thank you. But how did you know that he... A prophet! You're a prophet! I couldn't bring myself to betray the villagers' expectations and played at being a fortune teller. In this peaceful little village, watching people's lives was quite fun. Little watcher. Do you intend to simply continue watching? And then that saint appeared. The living villagers are committing suicide by the day, and the dead disappear in turn. Those who have no hesitation go first, but it's only a matter of time until the entire village is gone. If that happens, what will remain to watch? Being erased by the saint should be salvation, but is that enough for me? I need to think. Think about what I've been looking for. Banish the Saint, Team Hamamoru, Fanaticism, Surrender, Accepting the Proffered Salvation. Okay. That's a bell? A funeral, sounds like. I guess another suicide turned up. We will be holding a funeral this afternoon. I hope both of you can attend. Of course, but, who? Juan. He passed away last night. What? What the hell are you on about? We need to check the Maria Cannon for the stone just last night. Yes. He died before the statue of Our Lady Maria. Or accurately, he died from the pedestal, I suppose. The statue was in pieces. So he went off on his own. But, how did he die? We don't know. He had no obvious injuries. He was just clutching an odd stone. Regardless, as he is the chief's son, we'll be holding a major ceremony for him. I doubt many will mourn. I believe he will simply become one of the dead. But Juan, having no faith as he did, will surely not join the ranks of the dead. Juan's funeral will be conducted in the same way as the village chiefs. I want all the living to take 1 or 2 dead with them to assist in their tasks. We'll split into 3 groups: arrangements, cooking, and service assistance itself. That's all. You're sure running this smoothly. Well, now that Juan is dead, it's my duty to give the villagers orders. Juan's body will lie in state for 1 day and then be buried. Ordinarily, he would separate from his body at around that time and join the dead, but Juan will not join the dead, and that will be the end of it. It doesn't feel real. He's the sort that seemed like he really wouldn't die even if you killed him, you know? He was a responsible man, and an unfortunate tendency to try and shoulder everything himself. Kursu, we'd like to take up Juan's cause. Will you help us stop the saint? Please, leave until the ceremony. I'm very busy. Busy enough to stand there. Smells like their blood. Delicious. Meanwhile, on the hard back streets, frickin'. This is awful. Is it really okay to just let this happen? Hell no. All they're doing is just living to die. The saint. She gained the ability to speak. Oh, glorious saint. Bequeath your divine words unto us. Can they really get a funeral together like this? I think we need to help out. Oh, grant us salvation today, we beg. Dear saint, grant us your word. Very well. I grant you these holy words. This evening, gather ye for the Daiutsu family funeral. There shall I make manifest my greatest miracle. Glory to the saint! So I guess I was incorrect about the guy dude being the first chief that fell in love with the lady. Hello everyone, I'm glad we could meet again. Juan? Juan? What do you mean? Is Juan there? What? You really can't see him. But he's there, same as always. Yeah, neither of us can see him. Well, it doesn't seem like you've gone buggy yet, so he must be there. But it can't be. Did he really believe in the village's faith? No, I had no faith. But honestly, it all seems so relevant now. Having become dead, separated from my old concerns, I feel so much more at peace. Apparently he didn't believe, but now he says he doesn't care. Seems the crane wife did wish to bring salvation to Daiutsu when she was alive. Her prayers and sacrifice somehow brought forth a miracle, this land of the undying dead. Whether the village was truly ascended to heaven or not, I don't know. But when I think about it, the dedicating to remain on the earth is salvation, in a sense. No. If you never pass to the true heaven, that's no salvation. What does this mean? So even the faithless join the ranks of the dead in this village? Does this mean that what Joan and I hope to accomplish is meaningless? Simply dust in the wind? I have to rethink things. What should I do? Surrender. Still surrender. Surrender, surrender, but don't give yourself away. So who's chief now? Juan. Oh, Tsubasa. It's been a long time. Yeah, Juan, you can see me. Thank the saint. Yep, I'm dead now, so let's all play together like we used to. Yep, we sure can once Kurosu dies. What happened to the person Joan used to be? His convictions, his beliefs. I'd like to rejoin the village's renovation efforts as a consultant, if you'll have me, but... What's this? Why do you sound so nervous? You're all wound up. Just relax and talk normally. There's no need to be worried. No, this is awful. It's like a totally different person. He doesn't care about tourism anymore. He's lost all his drive, all his ambition. We meet again, dear. I'm glad you're okay. It may not be my time since I am but newly dead, but still, I can feel it. The day of salvation is close. You just know that? Yes. Because as though I'm connected to the saints somehow. This personal connection, it is so comforting. So that's why the attitudes of the dead have changed so much. The day shall come when I shall join my husband once more in the garden of salvation. Do you think the Andos will meet again, even after the saint does what she does? No, I don't. Remember, that girl keeps saying delicious when people disappear, so I think... anyway, they were close when they were alive, so that's enough, right? I understand Juan's become one of the dead. I'm glad he's been freed from his burdens. Hopefully he's taking a chance to relax for once. Are you Juan's mother? Missed the mark a bit, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm his grandmother, as it happens. Huh? But you don't look that... Oh. I died when I was so young, after all. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I hope Kurosu's confusion clears soon as well. I'm going to go stop the saint. Huh, what are you saying? I mean, a human cannot stop the messenger of God. Soon I too will join the ranks of the saved. Even so, I'm stopping this. What did they do with the rock that Juan was carrying when he died? The Maria statue is always unpleasant, and yet without it, this place feels empty. So you came. Just like you called for. So what is it this time? More excuses? No. I finally feel clean. Oh? So, ready to help us kick the saint out? No. Huh? Even Juan is of the dead now. I expect I too am due to join their ranks when the time comes. However, upon joining the dead, Juan stopped doubting the faith, correct? Yes, Juan no longer seems to care about modernizing the village. Those who die here are absorbed into the village's traditions. Time stops for them. But Tsubasa and Juan once wished to escape from that. I will inherit Juan's will. I will not help you, no. I shall, by my own hands, by my own will, eliminate the saint. So, will you help me? Of course. I'm happy you finally made your decision. Well, good on you. So, what exactly did you have in mind to do? The stone that Juan was clutching is most likely the crane stone. I plan to eliminate it. But Juan tried to, and he... I know. We need to assemble a careful plan, and I have an idea. But first... Is your guide here? Yes, they've been here the whole time. What up? Well, if they could leave for a moment. The dead may pass things along to the saint without knowing. Yes, of course. I don't want to cause more trouble than I already have. I'm sorry, but I think we need to go our separate ways. Thanks for everything. Got dumped, did ya? I'd hoped they would be good guests like you once were, but... Such a shame. Still, hardly matters in the face of the saint. Tonight will be the greatest miracle. I expect the saint plans to save us all at once. A world village, that is. It'll all be over tonight. Love. Gospel. You are filled with determination. Oh yes, it smells like them. My heart races. Is this like when they held me? Or what a sensation. Perhaps on eating this flesh, my flesh too shall be reborn. Oh, Saint! Oh, Saint! Oh, this looks just great. If she's reborn, that'll be a disaster. Once I've consumed everything, we can be together forever, lambs. Save us, O Saint! Become one with us, O Saint! I always have room for more dead. Oh, everyone, living, dead, offer up your everything to me. Oh, Saint! Oh, Saint! She's really gonna wipe out the entire village. We can't let that happen. That's enough. You still cannot open your eyes, even when she is so blatant in her intentions. This saint, she views you as little more than a meal. This is not the teachings of the God of Christ in any way. Kurosu, how can you say that? Just obey the saint. Salvation is close. Faith in God is important, but faith is not blind dependence. I don't expect any of you to understand that at this moment. I must ask that you leave the village. Never lay hands upon these villagers again. Are you opposing the saint? Why? We're all going to be saved here and now! Even with you, Kurosu. If you get in their way, you won't be shown mercy. Sure. I'm sorry. That's what I was waiting for. Huh? All right. I'm sorry I was lost for so long. Let's end this. End the amusement? Now? Oh, lamb. It's time for a meal. Ugh. Saint! Now! Later then. Bye-bye. Where did he go? Huh? I thought we set things up so we'd land in the river. I got in the way, I'm afraid. But they seem to have another idea. The watcher, so you weren't really watching. What ending do those eyes desire? Fuck this shit! Huh? Guide? Well, this too is acceptable. That river, the caves, like a maze. What's going on? When is the saint coming back? Oh, saint, please, rapture us away. Is Saint God? Well, that's how it goes. Guess we'll just have to wait for the next advent. As we planned, Ron and the crane son have been sent down the river. That cave eventually connects to a deep underground spring. Most likely, it will never return. I've done something terrible to the villagers, but they'll calm down eventually. How do the dead seem? They seem to be returning to normal. Probably because the saint's gone. I see. That's good. Now I merely need time to resolve things. And fix that window we fucked. In most folklore, guests from outside a place eventually depart and move on, leaving parts of other stories. But this village killed its guests and absorbed it in multiple senses. Maybe that was the real mistake. That visitor from the past has finally had a chance to move on. I hope things can move forward now. The end. Or not. Just as we planned, the saint is gone. For of course we said, no one has ever returned from the depths of that cave. The saint is still such a mystery, but we used this obsession with Joan's remains to chase it out of the village. I feel a little guilty toward Joan, though. I wonder what will happen to Ayusu. I hope somehow we can return to normal, even slowly, with the living and dead working together. I don't know, that felt extremely anticlimactic for what has been going on in the game up until now. But again, the saint seemed to only want to consume Juon's flesh there at the end. And, well, she totally has it. I mean, his body's there in the coffin, and she's there with the coffin. It's not like it's hard. Let's see. To be continued, maybe?